Right, now I'm back. Actually start the commentary. Right, good. So far qualifying because you're already 5 minutes in. Niemi and Pastushka currently on a 1-2 for the team. Then we have Kay Jensen and Duffy. 3, 3 and 4. 2 more jumping coming into second place. Instead, it's Nick Wu in second place. But then position changes. Pastushka is also on the better lap. Like in practice, we have seen half a second quicker lap times as well. Mostly 3-4. Pastushka going to take provisional pole. Either into P5, we have a new driver as well, in the name of Jake Wilson. Joining from this round onwards, so hopefully we'll see him throughout the rest of the series. He has also put in quite a lot of laps to actually get the hang of the car for it today. So hopefully it will be a clean race for him. And that's for everyone else. Do a quick check on my cameras, that's good. Oh, that is a mistake on the end of his lap. Current championship leader not having the best time so far on this track. The mic has been having issues throughout the practice session. Practice times really. Want to check the standings real quick, but I think he has a very comfortable lead. At least 50 points. Niemi on pole position managed to beat his teammate again. We are halfway through qualifying now. As Duffy jumps into P5. 41-1. 5,000 away from Jensen. And yes, Mike has a 55-point lead. Obviously the hour-long format. Race is coming up now with double points, so instead of first place getting 50 points, they will get 100 and so on. Double points for everyone. Regarding the rest of the standings, Niemi also has a little bit of a leading in front of Wu. Then we have pretty much until P8, which is close currently, but that's going to change. We don't have Dewey on the grid. He's definitely going to slip downwards in the standings, at least after race on Silverstone. And everyone behind Dewey is also just back together, so everything is going to be uncertain until the last round or second last. It seems like that the mic might still need to fight it. He's still struggling. Hansen on current pole position 4 thousandths of a second in front of Niemi. Linus Johnson also managed to get under the 41s, 40.98, 2 thousandths in front of Wu. We have Duffy Sumoy, 48 to hit and the mic, then Peyton. An outlap and try to find someone that's on the next tab, but to improve Wilson. He's currently improving. Niemi behind him is also improving. I still have a pretty good qualifying fight for pole position. This Peyton jumps into P6. Remember who had the best practice lap time? Might have been Peyton actually. Jake still made some mistakes throughout his lap. There's still room for improvement, at least half a second. 42.4 right now. Still in P14 only. Like Zhu and Clark not qualifying. Uzi being the usual, huh? Yes, he's still holding that pole. Need to start another lap. Never mind that the mic just takes it. 40.68. 40.69 really. We really want to round it, but is another mic currently in pole position. Niemi 2 tenths down currently. Johnson is also down on his time. Pastushka started the lap down. We have Peyton and Duffy currently improving, and Wizard in 4th place. Pastushka. Yeah. Pastushka is improving. Life timing is showing a more better improvement than what is on the in-game data. Although the life timing data is not exactly accurate either, so can only just use it as an indication of who to spectate really. We zoom back to pity that was someone spun around as Johnson. Who was spun around Peyton has to start new lap now. I think he's just trying to hit the tires on that Praga. I1 to start the last laps. Dorsey's from behind Johnson, I think. Yes, he is. I don't think whoever is behind him is going to have enough time. Roja. 8-7, he will still be able to start a lap. Going to leave us with Clark on track for I don't know why. Just it's straight away. Alright, Niemi. Then the first one to finish qualifying. Going to have a slight improvement, but it's not going to be enough to sneak pole position away from Adamite. Who somehow... Never mind, it is enough. It is enough for 1,000 of a second. He manages to snitch pole position back to himself. Pastushka is 4/10 up. This is not done yet. You might still see an AGR 1-2 here. Pastushka is still up on his time. See if he can get the last corner together. Good enough. 2.5 tenths. That is going to be quite close. Let's see, 2.5. Is it going to be enough? It is enough. Pastushka on pole position. Johnson is around. Peyton already gets up into P5. Sumoy. I don't think he's... Did he even start a lap? Somehow he did. But that is the last push from AGR as they managed to make the 1-2 happen for the start of the race. Johnson finds stopping and back to pitting. And yes, Sumoy was not on the left, so there's going to be 1-2 for AGR with Pastushka leading Niemi. Then we have the Mike with a very close time as well. The top 4 separated by 2/10 only with Jensen in P4. His teammate behind him, the name of Peyton Fricker in P5 with a 40.89. Then we have Johnson, P6 for Helios, Eclipse, Nick Wu. In P7 the last man to be under the 41s. Then we have Patrick Duffy, Jordi Sumoy, Potato Heatran, closing the top 10, 8/10s. Separating P1 and 10. Then we have Roja and Casio in row 6. And Radu Bradu and the newcomer Jake Wilson in P14. Then Risco, Saez, Dorsey, and Zilvan are not qualifying. That is going to be 19 drivers hopefully starting this race. First 1 hour race of the 4 in the series. Drivers will need to pit. The fuel tank is not big enough in these cars to last an hour. And hopefully drivers won't crash, because I do not want to drive this thing. I'll keep myself in pits. Actually, I have fuel. That's a nice estimate. Thank you, game. Can I get an extra camera? This is blurry. I'm going to just use this camera. I did not check the second one on the practice start. Did forget that. So just pray. Pray that the cameras work and that nobody just goes and commits die. Really. Less than a minute. Seeing the grid from the back. Temperatures are quite low. It's gonna be a challenge for everyone to even have any heat. Those tires. going to be a standing start. Half a minute until lights out, well about. And for the unusual standing start for the long format race, lights out. Let's see how drivers fare over the line. There we go. Looks like the HGR cars managed to get a good start. Jensen out launches the Mike. Peyton also out launches the Mike. And the Mike had a bad start of the line. Niku gets up in P6, it looks like. Yes, it is P6. Everyone's clear so far. We have Jensen in P3. That's Duffy using the escape road. Not cause any collisions. See if he managed to rejoin properly. That's the OC off track. That's one car. Probably got caught up in traffic, I would guess. As Johnson down in P7. We have Pastushka, Niemi, Jensen, another Mike, Peyton, Nick Wu, that's Johnson. Roja managed to pick up some places for Tato Hidron. P10 still 11. Sorry, P9 actually. Casio P10, his teammate behind him in 11th. You know, Sumoy Wilson gained 2 places from Duffy and Dorsey having to use. But Duffy having to use the off track and Dorsey getting tangled up with someone. Oh, that Sa is lagging, I think. It's a good job that we have a higher CSP version in force because it has teleportation protection in case someone lags so that others don't die, although it won't kick in all the time. There is a threshold, as we have seen on Hockenheim, where Jensen was the one that got taken out by his own leg spike on the back straight. So we have Duffy and Clark fighting the 2 teammates. And Cassie also changing places into cops they go. Duffy has to yield that. Don't think they really want to fight each other either. Might be some barracking. That's Ziyuf trying to get them. This is not the camera I wanted, but whatever, it works. You can see Viscos in the virtual mirror, and there's a battle in front with Wilson and Radu. There's quite some action still on the track. It will definitely chill down as we progress in the race. That is Clark going for size. That's Pastushkov. There's Pastushkov. There is no pop-up. With any collisions, there was a mistake from his end. It's Adamai getting past Jensen now, with Peyton also getting up in the fight. All 3 of them left the track there. It's going to be hard to stay in track limits if people keep going side by side with each other. Those track cut amounts are going to stack up quite quickly. There's Johnson and Roja fight now. Roja trying to push through. And he manages. He's up into P7 now. As my ACTV is freaking out again. Radu making a mistake. They have Niemi leading, then another Mike behind him. Then Peyton Fricker, then Niku, Potato Hidron, Jensen, Roja, Johnson, Cassillo, Sumoy. Pastushka down in P11, now he has to fight back to get some points back. There's plenty of time still. With only 4 minutes passed. There were some collisions between Size and Viscos. These 2 are teammates as well. So it's definitely not ideal to have on track fights like that. Niku slowly closing the gap back up on Fricker. I cannot believe his name is still that, like, and he managed Actually, it is actually like he had to prove it with his height to someone because they didn't believe it. Just interesting things from around the world, really. Kostushka is still on the back of this group. He's actually the last car of the train. So not all hope is lost for him. To maybe, just tiny bit of maybe, get back up into top 5 at least. That's like making a move on wheels and getting up into P12. From starting last on the grid. Nice Duffy who has to get around. That's Wilson running wide and it's going to lose him 2 positions. Duffy and Zio both get past him. Now Wilson is down into P15, started in P14, so he's pretty much stagnating right now. He has the 2 second and his Speed Stars team cars right now behind him. Radu and Dorsey fighting at the very back of the grid. Nice, Radu. Not going to be close enough. Not going to attempt anything yet. Do I have the track description on mine? Ooh, Dorsey had a moment to Maggots. Going to Beckett's, had a moment again, had tried to Alonso, do the Alonso with the front tires, just making it understay so it stabilizes. Zio manages to get past Duffy. Radu pulls out from the slipstream of the Husar competition US car. On the inside now. Dorsey manages to keep it around the outside. They are side by side. Going into the sweeping chicane now. Manages to keep the position. For now at least. If Radu can do anything going into village. Not gonna be close enough, but it's going to stay on the back of Dorsey for now. Oh, actually Dorsey made a mistake. Maybe Radu going side by side with him once again. Here side by side going through the bridge section. This is the classic layout of Silverstone where we are using the old version, the one that Formula 1 has used before 2010. You have Niemi setting the fastest lap so far. And the trio behind him are also very close in pace to him. So we might just see a chase for an entire hour, or someone making mistake and actually having battles. The 2 teammates fighting once again, P16, 17. I honestly don't see the point of them fighting right now. Nico trying to look around. Dayton's car. Trying to get up into the podium position. Duffy and Zio still fighting it. And Duffy gaining the position back. Someone leading a cloud of dust. As they should. Duffy also slightly tapping the brakes, and Zio going way too wide. My breath is still not doing well. Might not just have enough fresh air really. Which definitely doesn't help with trying to commentate. But it's lucky that the start was clean. Cleaner than all of the starts we have, I think. On the previous 2 rounds with the 4 starts on 4 sprint races. These 2 are going side by side, 2 cops. Now into fast chicanes, that's more trying to get positions as well as Pastushka behind these. That's touch between Spaniard and the Hungarian driver, who is definitely not using his proper flag. Oh, Pastushka is trying to make it free wide. It is free wide. Why is this going to work out? There is contact. That's more of sliding back on the inside. Oh god. Hope he manages to keep going. Sumo has to stop. I guess you're getting caught up in it as well. Yeah, that is definitely has to be on Pastushka, making it free ride with a too tight space around him. Definitely having to investigate that. So the race. Roja somehow survived it as well, but Sumoe hasn't. One car. Then two others got caught up in it. One of them was Clark, I think the other one was Cassio actually. Who is now on the back of his teammate. You have Diossi still on the back of the field now. He has definitely improved. He can keep more pace in that thing. Radu trying to get to size. Closing up lap by lap. And now Pastushka heading past Roja. Get B8. Roja tried to maybe switch back, but Pastushka kept that door closed, making it not possible. And in all of the mess, now Peyton still ahead. Really? Voodoo and Size collided after the back straight. There's close gaps everywhere, like not a really good place. No good place to be in, like have to pretty much kick around at this point to see that actually managed to catch overtakes and incidents happen. While these three are together once again. Now Radu manages to get past Size in the back. Pastushka setting fastest lap of the race. Oh, that's Clark absolutely cutting the final corner for the back straight. Definitely not ideal. And Sumoy behind Casio, these two switch places. We have DOC not losing much to these two. Nick was still trying to close up the gap to Peyton in front of him. The gap between Niemi and Adamike has barely changed, what it has definitely increased very slightly. Might go back to pit to check. And crossing the line now, 41.3 for Niemi, 41.49 for Adamike, 41.26 by Peyton's fastest lap. The race, we will see these popping up even more as the fuel goes out of the cars. And also at refueling, it's projected that every driver will need about like 40 liters extra. Overall, they will be using just above 100 liters. It's quite a lot, honestly, for a 2-liter turbo engine, but it is being revved non-stop, so. Now, Clark being passed by his teammate. Maybe they think that Duffy has more pace. Definitely doesn't look good for the championship currently. These two are currently in a fight with Helios Eclipse in P4 and 5 in the team standings, and with Johnson quite higher up than these three. It is definitely not looking good for the main HC car, the main HC team. Niami Festis left 41 to 5. So yeah, the leaders are pretty much doing the same pace. We can see that Adam had made a mistake. He only set the 41.9 the last lap. Potato Hedron in P5 as well. Jensen behind him. Those three are also, well, those four are also quite close together. That's Dorsey most likely losing the backhand on the outside curb out of the last corner. Now falls back into last place. No one retired yet. That's a good sign. We have more than 16 minutes done from the race already. Way off track as well. That is before the back straight. And most likely losing it on the curb as well. Or the bumps on the exit towards the straight. Nick, who is closing up to Peyton. We have Johnson and Pastuch closing up to Jensen as well. Clark and Zio not really falling away from Duffy yet. Oh, thank you, ACTV. Messing up my leaderboard once again. Putting Wilson absolutely not where he is. We might see a very few left cars, but looking at the track map on the live timing right now, it is doubtful. Like half a track is still between first and last place. Which last place belongs to Radu now? Apparently he also made a mistake not long ago in the back of Dorsey once again. Pastuch having a completely different braking line compared to Johnson. It's also going to be a factor when he eventually manages to get close enough to actually make a move on the speed. And so we should really have some regulation on if you actually provide your country flag. Not it is optional because it's a sim. We don't really care about where you are from, but it is just an extra nice thing to have for commentary and quote-unquote immersion of a series. But if the registration actually has it failed, the nationality we should probably just enforce it somehow. I don't know how, but it would be nice. Oh, nah. That's going crazy. You're not crazy, but ooh, that's a big slide from Pastuchka. We have Cassio gaining a place against the second team car of Viscos. More falling back way behind his teammate. Yeah, Pastuchka is quite close now. Radu fighting with Dorsey once again. In the back, those two really not having the best time with mistakes being amplified by curb and grass. Pastushka within half a second. Well within half a second now. Dorsey, Godu having a fight. Dorsey still in front somehow. Don't have a clue how, but the outright pace of Radu is currently better than that of the American in front of him, so Radu is currently too far. We have to wait more for something to escalate back there. Pastushka still to back of Johnson, and Johnson sometimes also getting very close to Jensen, but Jensen is still managing to hold his pace. While all of them seem to have closed up to potato Hydron a bit. And in the meantime, the top 4 are, well, the top 5 kind of separated apart from Wu, being still on the back of Peyton Fricker. And he cannot do much against the Brit. As Pastushka well in slipstream now, Johnson probably won't fight it. Pastushka pulls out of the slipstream. To breaking zone, there you go. Pastushka manages to get it seems like. Although Johnson definitely had a better line, but it's not gonna be enough. Pastushka slightly on the grass, still keeps it ahead. Both of them run a bit wide. It's going to be the red AGR car through up into P7. Now it's going to be a hard time for him still because of how close everyone is regarding pace. In the top 10 really. Duffy on the back of Roja now. To reach section. Managed to lose Clark a bit. Reason in P13, 11 seconds behind Zio. Manages to keep it there still, it's been fine. Radu is still behind Dorsey. Still not close enough to each other. Radu might be able to get a better exit here. Risky. Not yet, that's Dorsey running way too wide. Not track limits, the wall barely lets anyone to go off track. You see Radu getting really close to leaving that white line and potentially just touching the wall there. It's Cassio in the pits. That's Cassio pitting. Why is he pitting now? He might be trying an alternate strategy just to pull him off out of the mix up with the others. And this is going to be our first pit stop just before halfway. Or never mind. Seems to be a DNF after all. Pastushka now on the back of Jensen. Size in the wall somewhere. Yep. Lifetime said it right. He managed to hit the wall. Probably spinning out on the exit here. Might have touched the sausage curb on the inside. Before the new start finish straight, we are using the old one before cops. Wilson in the pits now. He had a weird wiggle there. I'm not sure why. I think this is a regular pit stop. Short time, did the refueling. It is not that advisable, to be fair, to pit this early. It will still keep weight in the car. Bastuska fell back a bit. Duffy is still on Rouge, cannot get past. Clark also managed to get slightly closer to his teammate. Let's see if Duffy can do anything against Rouge in the first sector. Rouge is defending well for no reason, to be honest. That Viscos running wide. I think Viscos made a mistake. He fell behind Sumai and is now already 5 seconds down. They are in the last sector currently. Duffy really close to Rouge through the S's. Trying to get a better exit. Rouge also gets a good one. It's not gonna be close enough yet. Oh, that's Rouge making a mistake. Oof. Was Rouge not holding the brakes, almost causing an accident between him and Clark. But they managed to avoid it successfully and Rouge manages to keep going as well. Really lucky from them. That's gonna mean Rouge losing 3 places with that mistake. That's open differential for you. Pastushka getting even closer to Jensen. Maybe Jensen also caught up to Potato even. The leaders are pretty close in pace still. Niemi somehow managed to increase his gap to 6 seconds. With us almost halfway into the race. Turn off my lights. They're annoying. Dorsey with another mistake. Was back into last place as was happening behind him. They are getting closer to being lapped by Niemi. That's Peyton and Wu. Side by side now. And Wu manages to take the place. Apparently they had a collision. Peyton going right there. He might try to send it in the chicane. I just have to see. No, he doesn't. Wu might be too deep. Not. And just to keep the car going and hopefully get away. And Sun goes behind Tidran as well. Another battle emerging now. Pastushka lost some pace, probably made a mistake here. 2 corners back. We have Jensen trying to do something against the side hard car in front of him. Peyton in the pits. That is our second actual pit stop halfway into the race. With Peyton trying to pull himself out of any battles in the front. Might just result in him getting stuck in the midfield, to be fair. We have to see. In the pits, Vice in reverse. Did he miss his pit box? That would be funny. is far back. He manages to rejoin the track into clean air, so it might work for him if he can get his absolute best pace here. For a second stint, Wheels on losing the place to Radu. Now Radu in the extra points positions now. Although Wilson is gonna be very close behind him. Wonder if he can keep himself close enough for the back straight. Might not. Push on the back of Jensen once again. Pastushka on the back now, Jensen defends the inside. On the outside, he gets the move done. If Jensen can do anything, no. Pastushka manages to get the place. Oh, my rear ACTV is freaking out once again. And there's Jensen going away, probably from dirty air. Goes up on the back of Ziuva already. Was a slight mistake from Clark there, going a bit wide, exit of village. Still close behind, that's Dorsey being flapped. But little Hedron pitting from in front of Pastushko was already close behind. So Hedron pulling himself out and Zio also pitting now, so the pit stops are going to start pulling up now. Looks like everyone else will try to push their fuel tank as far as possible. We already had like about 4 or 5 drivers pitting yet. Well, there's no way Zio is going to jump Heatran there. Ain't no way. Did Potato Heatran have repairs on and forgot that they are not parallel with the fuel? Might have. It's Potato either losing a lot of places with that, effectively losing, or it's Sumo as well getting passed. So that is definitely not optimal for anyone. P3 Purple Sector 1, that's Nick Wu in third. Now Sumo with still warm tires, used tires probably cooled a bit and Sumo having less fuel still. Remember, there is no need for tire changes because they don't wear at all. It's Sumo gaining a place temporarily. Some things you wanted to fight that anyway. There is no point, they will just slow each other down. First to show the 41-2 still. Wonder when people will start pitting because now slowly they are going to reach the minimum of fuel. Okay. 60 liters used up now, 40 something liters used up later. They must be very low on fuel already. Three, two. Yo, that. Yeah, people must start thinking about now. They cannot keep it up like this. Our leader Niemi and Radu made a mistake into the last corner, close to being lapped. I thank you ACTV, messing with it again. I love this app sometimes. Niemi is still going. Size already lapped. Probably pitted already. Nomak still going. Wu is still going. Now Pastushka in P4 also not having pitted yet. Still keep going as well. Jensen pulling into the pits now with Johnson keeping it up. Clark in P7 for now haven't pitted yet either. And I said that I don't have the pit counters on the app for whatever reason. I think I used to have it to see how many times people pitted, but it might just be forced memory from ACC itself. Jensen going to drop a few places. He has to hope that he actually rejoins in clean air. He's still stopped. He's still stopped. I think he accidentally changed his tires. Oh no, that's Clark off. That is Clark off. Most likely went wide. And the car span. That is a crucial mistake right before pitting as well. Niemi pits. Niemi finally pits from the lead. The Mike seems to be still going. Wu also pitted. The Mike is going to try to undercut Niemi here. Pastushka also still going. We might see some interesting tactics here. It's gonna be either Mike fueling less. That's going to give him the lead or Niemi being able to fight back with tires warmed back up already. Johnson also pits now. Clark also pits. Johnson leaving the pits there in front. Peyton's pit was also pretty bad. Johnson in front of him, which is not ideal. I think some people forgot that there was the line in the info channel that tells everyone that car has some CSP features. Might not even be CSP or just some hidden bonus feature that allows us to separate the fuel refueling from tires and repair, which is applied to the car. And that's why we see a lot of difference in pit stop times, maybe. Just from very few people forgetting that they are not simultaneous. So the mic is still going. See what Pastushka does. Pastushka pits in now. The other mic somehow I think managed to put his fuel usage down quite a lot. That might give him a really good advantage when he actually pits. Which might give him the lead the race. Whoa. Nice slide. Pastushka now down in P3. Or gets to clutch. That is also in the pits. Don't think Rouge has pitted yet. Getting around, getting past Pastushka there. Duffy in the pits as well. Peyton being stuck behind Johnson. Means Johnson has gained from pit stops. Already small pits as well. Has he pitted? Yeah, he has pitted already. Looks like Peyton's pit stop was bad enough to not make him hit early, not work at all. Or just having too much weight in the car in the end. After all, so he's going to try to have a look on the inside of Johnson now. Seems to have done it. Although Johnson, no all those. Two more. Viscos and Rado also pits. The youth manages to get past Heedman there. No, that's the ACTV doing the funny. Never mind. Thank you. I love this. And now that my pits. Now, can he rejoin in front of Marcus Niemi? Still has the net lead. Rouge has not pitted yet. Pastushka is in actual P4, Ficker in P5, Johnson in P6. That's Niemi pass, so it has not worked. Niemi had enough pace to put an even larger gap in the end. On the mic. And Nick Wu might also get past him. Is he close enough? He's not close enough. But he might still have the advantage of coming from track, being in the rhythm already. So the mic just pit it. Having it lost, ooh, that's a big slide. That's definitely going to give Wu a chance to overtake him. Oh, there you go. I already thought it already passed, but Nick won inside the mic outside. Wu with the warmer tires. And Wu manages to get past, but and the question is, can he keep that second place? Trying to catch Niemi is probably not gonna be possible. With almost 10 seconds of a lead, he has managed to accumulate 3 seconds from the pit stops all alone. Somehow. Johnson still on the back of Peyton Ficker. That is Dorsey being a lap down on them. Yeah, kinda too far from him to actually see anything from his own board. Also short shifting, trying to keep the car in place. Jensen right behind Duffy, so Jensen also fell back multiple positions from the very long pit stop. Yeah, them in the voice chat especially. I would guess Clark was really pissed off when Rouge decided to not hold the brakes. Trying to catch the car. Its side's getting lapped. So we'll see about 1.5 away from the Spaniard. And Mike still right behind Wu. Johnson still right behind Peyton. Jensen getting closer to Duffy now. Seems like he has a pace advantage. Currently not much going on. Right, it's a matter of a single mistake for something to happen. Or just getting close enough finally to have enough slipstream. What we see here with Linus Johnson. Dorsey manages to... almost manages to. These two fight, they touch a little. Still fine. Now Cyrus is going to try to keep it on the inside. Dorsey on the outside to the final corner. Spaniard still on the inside. American driver on the outside into the start finish straight. Cyrus currently in front, pulls in front. Dorsey tries to go on the inside, Cyrus really wide there. Dorsey manages to get past the Spaniard. Very nice fighting going on here. That's what the leader trying to lap them. Near me in front still. Thank you ACTV for messing with my brain. Riscos got lapped. First actual points positions getting lapped. Radu is trying to get that exact position off of Riscos. Sneak full 10 seconds away. The mic still within a second to him. Johnson still not being able to close up enough in K areas of the track. Duffy got passed by Jensen while we were watching back of the field. Roja in P11, Clark P12, Wilson P13. One place up on his starting position. 12 minutes left from the race, and the question is how much pace Pastushka has. Well, one of the questions. It looks like if he gets a penalty for the free wide, that caused Roja to almost spin out. I don't think he's going to lose P4. That also depends on what happens in the next 12 minutes still. Might be a comfortable gap for him. And even still, he might still need to go and annoy the mic somehow. As he is the one leading the championship, I think the main Sidehawk team is the team that's leading this championship as of first 2 rounds. Jensen now on the back of Ziu, pulling Duffy along with him as well. Let's see, teams, yes, it is the main Sidehawk team. Behind them is Albanian Gang Racing, the AGR team of Pastushka and Niemi. So it is also a fight for the team's championship, especially with Dway not attending this race. Then we have Helios, the second Sidehawk team, the team entry of Wu alone, and first third competition team very close to each other for third place currently. Never mind, also the Ram Racing quote-unquote team entry. Oh, never mind, there was an issue when I was sorting the spreadsheet, never mind. So Ram Racing is somewhere down in the middle. The OCNSI is fighting once again. Those probably made a mistake somewhere. And now that's Johnson and Peyton Fricker fighting. Last 10 minutes of the race, Johnson is ahead. Managed to get Peyton through cops and through the chicanes. Now he just needs to pull away somehow. In these last 10 minutes, we also have cars close to each other in the back. Jensen made mistakes somewhere, Duffy is all over him. Not enough all over, he's lost time against the Dodge driver. From one of the two? Yes, we have two of them. Jensen's backhand is really twitching there. It's Ziyuv lapping someone in front of these two. Would be my guess. Yes, that is Saez and Dorsey. Would we ever actually have to yield? Saez is not really planning on. He still has his eyes on Dorsey. Now he will. Now he's yielding the position. The first one. Nice leg spike, thank you game. Yours is still in front of you. Oh no! Oh no, that's Peyton off. Peyton gun. What happened to Peyton? We need to know. Why is everyone together in the midfield with lap cars? But something happened to Peyton in the last 9 minutes. For some reason. His connection just went yeet. My guess. Was he in the voice chat with everyone else? I have no idea. What if he... Yeah, that might be a DNF unless he manages to rejoin. If he rejoins, he might still get a few points, but might be a long-standing issue. Which is going to mean that all of his efforts for staying in the top 5 are just gone to waste. But he will still get whatever points he manages to get because he was within 75% the race distance done. We are about 87 in ish. But if he doesn't, even if he doesn't rejoin, he will still get the 2 points for 18. This will pull Radu into the points positions who is being lapped once again. Oh, Adamai, why are you fighting, Adamai? Do not fight him. Just stay on him or something, don't bother them. Duffy trying to capitalize on Jensen getting some traffic. It's Dorsey letting both of them through. Now Dorsey has to defend from sides once again. Duffy, what, half a second behind still? He's still on him somehow. And that's Wilson and Sumoy, who have crashed out. Where are they on track? That's Village. One of them tried to dive bomb, I think. They took each other out. Luckily, they are not around anyone. Actually, didn't even notice these two close together. Yep, ACTV not being competent once again. Rouge has slowly fallen back. Now having a left car in front of him. Two of them actually. That's Clark making a mistake again. Again on the exit of Maggots. This is the second time on this race. The Mike slowly losing pace. Who has a left car in front of him though? Not anymore. It's Viscos, I think. Size is off. Size is left. Size might have made a big mistake, that's why I think. Oh. Oh, okay. Viscos off. Viscos is also off. The second finished restart him not having a good time anymore. Again on the exit of Maggots. Just going way too quickly and they either lose the back end of the car or touch the curb way too much and then lose the back of the car. The mic still on the back of Nick Wu. Hansen now on the back of Ziyuv. Maybe we'll try to have a look on that. Pastushka leaving the track limits once again, but has a 23-second gap in front of him. And he's also 3 seconds away, so that 9 seconds have depleted into 3 seconds. Was it 9 seconds? I have no fucking clue. That's Johnson making a mistake. What they're doing against the position. He also made a mistake. In the same corner, the teammates made mistakes. And that's Duffy having a run on Ziyuv into village. That is a sudden disaster for Helios Eclipse, losing positions for both cars. Coffee half a minute behind Roja. Pretty much set in for him. Is Duffy having to try something? Or just pray? Currently Helios can go and gain more points than the main HC team. And the mic's still not close enough to Wu. We have maybe 3 laps including this one. The mic's starting a battle with Wu is pretty much the only hope of Pastushka to maybe have a slight chance of making this a 1-2. For that team, Niemi pretty much safe in front, might not be even pushing anymore. Although knowing him, he's probably pushing still. Once the mic making a mistake, big mistake. That might just give up. I just lost the chances for second place. Championship leader in P3 only. Looks like it is going to stay as P3. Hansen on the back of Johnson. And yes, we have 2 more laps for everyone. Yeah, we has 10-second lead. I think he did start lifting it off as that 12 seconds is now only 10.5. Don't think he is pushing anymore. Trying to bring it home. If he loses 3 seconds a lap, it is still pretty safe for him. Duffy's having to defend from 0 now for the last 2 laps. Again, multiple battles in the midfield still. Duffy is aggressively pulling his car to the left. So you're trying to annoy him with flashing. Ending up in maybe a slight mistake on the initial phase of turning. They manages to stay close. Conditions are kind of dark right now. What's the in-game time? It is 4 PM still, as the timer is going to reach 0 now. One more lap. Jensen on the back of Linus Johnson. Youth losing out a bit compared to Duffy. Clark is probably not pushing anymore either. There's no chance he's going to gain any more positions from the situation he's in right now. After 2 mistakes on the exit of Meckert in the middle and late phase of the race. Although I cannot close back up, I think this is going to be the final position for the top 5. With P6 still up for grabs for Jensen. Can get a better exit. Somehow I don't think he's going to be close enough. Not going to be close enough. Duffy about 1.2 off. Ziyuf still within a second to Duffy, but not close enough either. Jensen does have slipstream. Is Linus going a bit too far? Might give chance. Jensen a chance. Oh god. Bird vomit. The answer is now very close. Might not be able to keep it there in the earth. Definitely not like that. The big slide from him. Meanwhile, Marcus Niemi wins the British race of the series with a quite comfortable lead. Actually, just made himself lose up that lead with 3.5. I had only Nick Wu under the mic in 2 and 3. Pastushka manages to bring himself back up into P4. I think I saw someone in the pits. That's probably just one of the finishers. Hydron going to finish in a solid P5 after having that seemingly bad pit stop. His team manages to stay in the top 5. Johnson manages to keep in front of Jensen. P6 and 7 for them. Duffy defends against Ziu for P8 and 9. Radu P14, Viscos P15. We have David Roja finishing in the top 10. Then the last bits of the field. Clark with really unlucky race for him, and making the same mistake twice, costing him probably about 15 seconds. Still P11. Flashing the lights that he survived. From pretty much last place as well. You as well doing the same. Jody Sumoy. Getting up into incidents with teammates as well. And into the incident with Roja at the beginning of the race that was initiated by Pastushka. Backing up into P12. Wilson in a solid P30 managed to keep the car there. Nice first outing for him. And as said before, Radu P14 Viscos and Dorsey finishing the race. And I kind of wanna get on the winning cars. Never mind. It's blurry. Why are you blurry? Whatever. I'm not having this as a closer. There. Really nice start from everyone. We did not have any hard suicides. Didn't have actual pile-ups. Oh, thanks to the CSP chat being off, I get the pop-ups on the top. That wasn't unexpected, but it's going to be it for today's race. Thanks to everyone who have joined, watching through this pretty good race once again. Maybe the penalties for this round will shake up things a bit. How far was Rouge away? Rouge is probably safe. We might not see a shuffle in the positions. Even though that happened. Yes, there were a few instances that needs to be straight up investigated as usual, but I think these results are going to be very close, or if not the same, as what we had today. But that is going to be the end for today. So thanks to everyone who have joined the stream and came along. And I will see you on the next round next weekend, which will be... Let me check real quick. Which will be on Suzuka. So, pretty tricky track for this car, I would say. You might see... You'll probably see more incidents than today. God damn it. Who is spamming? I didn't know you can spam these emotes here in the chat. Well, it's forcing me to log in again. That's funny. Well, no chat for me again. But yeah, next round Suzuka, then Mexico City, then the Nordschleife. 3 more rounds, 1 hour long each. Maybe it would be advisable to put the Nordschleife round as a lap race. We'll see. But until then, see you all, take care, do not do funny stuff, stay safe, join server, subscribe, like, get drive weeklies, it is good place to improve and have some fun. I mean, that is it, really. And for notifications on the next leagues as well. Until then, see you everyone.